Kia ora e te whānau, welcome along to Otago, Dunedin. Edgar Centre, round 4 matchup of the Sky Broadband Rapid League between the Nuggets and Auckland Tuatara, Tamaki Makoto's Tuatara. And it is a warm welcome to Lindsay Tate. Lindsay, Rapid League between these two teams. Always a little bit of fun, and it's two teams who have strong Rapid League teams, even though the Tuatara went down to the Sharks on Friday night. And here's how it looks ladder-wise. And can anyone stop the Nelson Giants, Lindsay?
No, undefeated right now, Miles, and I'm sure they'd like to take some of those wins up to the big league with them, but great start for the Giants right now.
Here's how the second half of the ladder looks with the Nuggets and the Tuatara currently occupying, the Tuatara are rather, currently occupying the 8th position. 2-3 on the season, the Tuatara, and Franklin Bulls and Southland Sharks round out the bottom along with the Jets. Airs at 2-4. Here's how the starting 5 looks. Same as usual for the Tuatara. Ledger and Barrow up front. Weiler, Ioane and Wilkie, who can shoot the ball. We've seen him go off. Dylan Wilkie for 17 in the Rapid League earlier this season. And it is going to be their Otago Nuggets opponents. This is how the Nuggets starting 5 is. Aitchison, Freeman in the middle, Bardsley, Slippery Eagle. I'm going with Slippery Eagle, not Slippery Eel as a nickname, Lindsay.
I like that.
And Smiler and Martin, Freeman. And the Night and Day Nuggets, great sponsorship, young fella there. Here's how it looks. You see the Nuggets getting some dubs lately, and it'll be even, won't it?
It will be. They're on a hot streak right here, the Nuggets, so Tuatara coming in, dropped a couple, but some of these boys have been bumped down to Rapid League today, so should be a good matchup. Love these poti uniforms that they got on, man. They look slick. City edition.
Yeah, nice navy with that yellow trim. Gold trim, I should say, probably.
We'll DM through our sizes, eh, Miles?
Oh, yeah.
What do you reckon? Come on now.
I'm an XL. I'm not fooling anyone. Here are your match officials. Regan Ashley, Blake Rosanowski, Leo Shaw. And it will be Freeman and Ioane, the young man from Dilworth College in Auckland, jumping it off.
Got a scrimmage against them tomorrow, Miles, so hopefully they wear him out this afternoon here in this Rapid League game.
Yeah, how does he go at high school level against you guys?
Great.
Yeah, of course.
One of the top talents in the country. So
great to see him in Rapid League, and he gets some burn in the main game. But there is Matt Bardsley in between two Tuatara players, getting the ball for the Nuggets. And off to Aitchison. Josh Aitchison missing that. Ledger pulling down that board. And on their southern swing are the Tuatara. Ioane finding Ledger. Had a loss on Friday night against the Sharks Rapid League team. Ledger gets the easy 2 there. And a little bit of traffic. Nothing easy about that, getting that position though.
Yeah, like that. Like they targeted Josh there early to get him a post touch inside and the smile and just laid him in nice. So great start for the Tuatara there.
Christian Martin with the miss. Ledger
Good
dumping it off. Ioane on the reverse. Just had it slapped at. It broke up his momentum.
Great cut by KC. They lost vision of him and he cut the corner there, but just left that layup short.
Caleb Smiler does well keeping the dribble alive. I'm going to tell the youngsters, don't have to pick up your dribble just straight away into the key in a little bit of trouble. Keep going if you can, and there's Freeman driving baseline.
You're right, Miles. That's the Steve Nash right there, just probing all the way through in that dead area, like Smiler did previous.
Barrow, nice look. And Nick Barrow getting to the line on the 3-point play opportunity. Nice pass from Ledger.
You see the young Christian Martin there and just went straight through his sternum. Little resistance for the and one. Great find by Nick Barrow on that roll there.
Just in the...
Oh, sorry, by Josh Ledger.
Just in the... out of the peripheral vision there of the defence. And he makes them pay, although he can't convert from the Chemist Warehouse line, so Nuggets looking for their first bucket here. Smiler, Aitchison, Martin, here's Freeman. Nuggets making it work. Aitchison kicking it out. Down to 4 on the shot clock. And that's a tough shot, and he's fouled. Wilkie got him.
Kind of had them in dominoes there. the Nuggets, just attacking closeouts, and Martin will go to the free throw line here for 2 to stop the clock. So a win for Otago on that position.
Big fan of the City Edition uniforms in the Rapid League this season. Teams have gone classic like the Nuggets have here. Tuatara keeping it relatively traditional with their, I want to say Jade. Jade Cup is their sponsor.
Oh,
Jade.
I like that.
And then you've got the pinstripes of the Saints. Love the pinstripes. Going back to some of those glory teams of the 80s. You've got the camo with the Jets. The lavender, the calming lavender.
The lavender were nice
of
on
the Bulls.
Change it up on them.
So 2 foul shots made from the Chemist Warehouse line. Wilkie, can't give him room from deep.
A great D from Smiler. He obviously read the scouting report because Wilkie's been shooting the lights out early in the season.
Bardsley to the cup. Nice transition bucket from the Nuggets off the turnover.
And that's where he's at his best in transition, Bardsley. Plays with a lot of energy and pace.
Wiley off the glass and in.
Nice. There was a nice punch screen there by Josh Ledger on the sideline, and Josh Wiley just with the tough floater off the glass.
Oh, Bardsley tough again.
Loves playing downhill out of transition. Back-to-back layups now.
Another steal. Smiler to the cup.
And that'll be his second steal already early in this one, Miles. So great pressure by Smiler up the court.
Late 2 run. And a foul in the backcourt.
We'll get some bodies through here for both teams early on.
Great steal from Smiler. The second one in quick succession. Aitchison and Bardsley take a seat.
Matty Dalton checking in for the Tuatara.
Ashcroft and Stoddart in.
As well as Dylan Wiley, brother of Josh Wiley.
I think Stoddart and Bardsley have gone shoulder for shoulder in the weights room in the off-season.
Yeah, they look good. Seen them in warm-ups. Max Stoddart looks like he got some shoulders on him.
Here's Wilkie. Trying to flip it up. Another turnover. Now the Tuatara. And a foul skying across the lane was Josh Wiley.
Tough one there. 3 or 4 broken possessions and just kind of forcing the issue on that last one, and referee made the late call, so it's a win for Tuatara. Go to the line here. Clock stop for a couple.
Listen first. Makes the second from the Chemist Warehouse line, Lindsay Tate.
And just extending their pressure here, the Tuatara. Off the free throw, not uncommon. Coach, looks like Justin Bailey's got the reins over there for this one.
JB in the coach's stance.
Good hands.
Jeff Sparrow, the coach for the Nuggets Rapid League team here.
Wilkie just read that on the flare there and called him clean, so Tuatara will get the last position here if they want it. Play out of this middle on ball.
About a 2.5 second differential is Wiley. Down to 5 in the corner. That's off. That was his brother Chris Wiley, and then we are done here as Ledger goes for the volleyball set, and the first quarter is over. Nuggets with a nice run after getting down a little early. They come back and they have the lead here, 8 points to 7 over the Tuatara Rapid League team. Good work from the Nuggets, forcing Tuatara into some turnovers. Coughing up the ball a couple of times. The Tuatara, 3 turnovers though for the Nuggets as well. And here, get your large cheese pizza for $25.99. Use the QR code. Sales past 25. And you're on the site. And that's until Tuesday. This coming Tuesday. Get amongst that. Got that experienced core. Bardsley and Aitchison. And you get your FIBA started, $50 a month for the first 12 months. Visit the website. Go old school and use the phone.
And the Nuggets there, Miles, just a little bit loose with the ball. 4 turnovers for that quarter, so that's a lot for Rapid League. They want to tighten up a bit. Both teams a bit dry from the three-point line, so look to compress the defense and get some good looks in the second quarter if they can.
Good pressure on Dalton. Ioane's back in the game.
I like this from the Nuggets, turning up the heat a little bit in the second quarter, out pressuring.
Josh Wiley fouled Max Stoddard right up on him.
And I like that show there by Max Stoddard, early and aggressive. They're obviously turning up the heat a bit defensively, and I think that's a smart tactic. You know, Giants have been rolling through people in Rapid League, Miles, and they pretty much do that for the whole 16 minutes. They get after it on both ends.
Stoddard coming south from the Rams last season. Originally from Invercargill. Showing hard again.
I like that, getting out early.
Oh, that's tough. Matty Dalton, the Tuatara, they saw the opportunities. The passes were good, but the scrambling defense of the Nuggets made life a little bit difficult.
Dude, Max Stoddard, great show, Miles, and Martin was a half beat late on that drop. Just about got a deflection, but Matty Dalton with a second effort, he'll get to go to the free throw line for a couple.
Matty Dalton, sister Taylor, Charlie, older brother, both having 2 collegiate careers. Late mother Tanya Dalton, excellent netball player.
Yeah, really cool whānau. Been around them a little bit throughout the years. Really talented, but really cool whānau as well. So great to see them coming through.
Here's Aitchison. Freeman up high. Freeman going at Barrow. It's hard to do. He's a stout defender, Nick Barrow. That's how Nick Barrow operates in that charge circle, grabbing rebounds. And a double dribble.
He just got caught in 2 minds there, went to make the kick ahead pass and just put that hand on the ball. So cheeky little turnover there. Nuggets will get it back. Just that little extended pressure they're missing with them a little bit. So both teams turning up the heat defensively in this early in the second quarter.
Post-up game from Bardsley. Faces up, spins and scores.
And I like that by Bardsley. See, he's got the young kind of smaller guard on him, just ducks in for the layup.
Confident move from Matt Bardsley. Knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Can really utilize that more, I feel like, in the league, these duck-ins on the smaller guards.
Josh Wiley.
Right back at him there. Nice little push shot.
Daniel Ashcroft on the defense. That's a confident move from the young man, Josh Wiley. It's Freeman. Good rebound from Bardsley with Ioane over the top.
Great offensive rebound there by your guard. Pace kind of slowed down here, which is suiting the Nuggets.
Freeman misses that. Here's Josh Wiley out of Rosemary College. Last season, and Freeman on the reverse. Gets Matty Dalton shot out of there.
A great scramble by Freeman there. Got the block with the offhand, and Wilkie and Ledger will come back in to steady the ship here. Young fellas will get a break.
Excuse me, Lindsay. It's been 2 minutes, and the Tuatara struggling to score here in the second quarter.
He dried up a little bit. Got some good looks, but just left a couple late, and a couple missed free throws as well. Hasn't helped their cause.
Ioane misses that. Ledger.
Nuggets doing a great job of blowing up that on ball right now. It's just the rotation out of that.
The Nick Barrow float game has made an appearance.
It's on radar. Always has been.
Martin.
Martin thought he had the mismatch there on Nick Barrow, but he did a great job of sliding his feet.
Aitchison gets the shoulder around the defender and lays it up and in. Wilkie. Yeah, Bardsley's all over him. The one-legged shot from the foul line. That's pretty from mile 3 of the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Really nice, and both teams just a little bit loose on their closeouts and doing a great job of attacking that Wilkie and got into the Nowitzki-like fadeaway.
Yeah, Caleb Martin missing that. Caleb Smiler, excuse me. Ledger, it's Freeman on his back, drops the shoulder, gets it up, can't get the soft finish.
Great pass.
Smiler.
A little bit too hard.
Skies out of bounds.
I like the idea though.
Hurdled a kid down there as well. That kid just saw some of his life flash before his eyes.
He's cool with it.
He is sweet, he's all good. Tuatara have this lead, taking it back. Under 30 to go in the half. Wilkie missing that.
He got lucky there. That was a good look by Wilkie. Just left his body.
Smiler, Stoddard up high. Goes to the left though.
Nice shot of the quarter here if they want it, but they go early.
Oh, they fouled him on the three-point attempt.
It's about worst case scenario if you're the Tuatara there, fouling on an early three-point shot attempt.
Josh Ledger just too aggressive on the closeout.
If there's one positive, you'll get an opportunity to come down and have one scoring position down here, but got to stay down on those closeouts. I don't know when the last time was I've seen somebody block a three-point shot like that, Miles, but everyone's jumping on them every time, just opening up driving lanes.
Both teams have their BNZ player timeout, and the Tuatara use theirs, so they will advance the ball with 10.3 to go in the first half. 30-second timeout.
This is interesting because 10 seconds is a lot of time to play with, so could easily bring it from the back court if they wanted to, but they've obviously got a play that they want to play out of the sideline here, so be interesting to see what they come up with. Maybe it's something we can take, Miles, for one of our teams.
Ticket to the big game, all thanks to BNZ with their player timeout sponsorship. Use that QR code. A chance to win tickets to the season's games. And what can the Tuatara do here?
Stay in a man.
Previous games we've called, their execution hasn't been the greatest out of the timeout. And Ledger sees a double, turns around and knocks it down. Josh Ledger does well, and the Nuggets wanted to use their player timeout.
I think he got that one in, Freeman, by the looks of things.
Yeah, he seemed like he got the call early.
Don't know if they drew up the...
Let's see if he's got it.
Turnaround out of the double team and that player timeout, but it worked.
It did. He gave it the one arm look. He hit the ball though. And they do get their player timeout. PNZ player timeout. I just want to see maybe the clock in the venue to see how much time they do have to operate with. So it will be Nick Barrow might be saying, I don't think they have enough time. He's got to give the correct action. Nick Barrow is saying he's got to use the double arm. So it's 1 second.
Oh, good luck.
Oh, Stoddard. That'll do us. That's half time. The Nuggets, thanks to a 4-point play opportunity, they take that lead of 1 into half time. 16-15 at the Edgar Centre in Dunedin. And the Tuatara doing just enough to get in the way of that final second play. And scoring balance for both teams is pretty good. All stats thanks to the Chemist Warehouse. Matt Bardsley and Christian Martin are your leading scorers in the game. Nick Barrow and Ledger doing work on the glass, getting the start and getting 6 rebounds between them. And Ledger with 2 assists. I'm just going to say Josh Ledger might have a first triple-double, triple-single in the Rapid League game of 5-5-5, because he's got 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists already.
he's right there in the mix, Miles, like you said. And Tuatara did a much better job in that quarter of looking after the ball, so keeping it, bridging that gap and keeping it close headed into the half. Yet to hit a three-pointer, so hopefully they can get something going for Wilkie here in the second half.
It's a rare thing, the Rapid League triple single.
The triple single?
I don't know if you call it triple single or triple five. I think triple five.
Triple five, yeah.
It probably explains it a little bit better. But the Nuggets, they'll be looking to put this one away. Matt Bardsley, Aitchison, just two heady players for the Nuggets. Nick Barrow, always a voice of reason to the referees.
This is the most I've seen him talk to the referees. Officer Nick he wasn't using the correct signals.
Yeah.
Got called on it.
16-15, third quarter underway.
These two young point guards, low-key been getting after each other, which is just what you want to see in a Rapid League.
Aitchison, Freeman trying to cut around.
Great find.
That was Martin to Smiler, and it's Ledger with another rebound. It's rebound number 4 for him.
Tuatara using Josh Ledger a lot off that kind of big spot facilitating. He's comfortable out there.
Aitchison with the steal.
Nice.
Stepping through.
There you go, Miles just kept his dribble kind of on that Steve Nash, and the seas parted for a right-hand layup. He won't get an easier one than that this season.
Ledger for 3, left it short. Good stop, good hustle from the Nuggets on that defensive possession.
Yeah, a lot of energy. Look like they're switching everything on the perimeter, so coming out of the half, turning up that defensive pressure a little bit, and Matty Dalton will check in here. He might be giving Josh Ledger a quick blow.
Wiley v. Smiler.
I'm sorry, Casey Iwani taking a blow here.
Martin left that one short for the Nuggets. Tuatara can tie it with a 3 here.
I like the way that Wilkie's been pushing this ball and controlling the tempo. I do like that from Tuatara, young guard. Great. Oh, just pulled up on that cut.
Bardsley going out. Wiley. And up and in sets those two vets, Aitchison and Bardsley, making things happen on the defensive end and stretching this lead to 5.
Yeah, both of them doing a great job of getting into the paint and using their physicality against these younger, smaller Tuatara guards and finishing right now. So nice to see for the Nuggets.
Christian Martin trying to hustle hard, stays with the Tuatara.
Christian Martin out of Westlake from up Tamaki, playing his trade down in the South Island now.
Here's Wiley. Too strong. Aitchison with the board.
Still struggling from the perimeter, Tuatara, from the three-point line. Oh, nice move.
Quick move from Stoddard. Gives it to Smiler. Can't corral the loose ball. And again, the Tuatara get a stop.
You'd like that one back, Smiler. It would have been nice to push that thing out to 7 and get your defense set, but left it short, so. Next possession, as we say in hoops. Game moves too fast to dwell.
Tuatara need to score here just to keep it within arm's reach. Just because a 7-point lead in Rapid League heading into the 4th quarter, even 8-point is just, it's hard to pull back from. Rapid League just has its own tempo, its own pace.
You're right, Miles. I want to keep this thing as close as possible heading into the 4th. The Nuggets doing a great job of blowing up their on-ball actions right now and making that first pass out difficult. So this defensive pressure has really been a positive for the Nuggets in this 3rd quarter, end of the 2nd.
Matt Bardsley has made it his mission not to let Wilkie get open. Now here's Wiley. Josh Wiley to Barrow. 17-footer, and he's fouled. And that's tough because that was at the end of the shot clock. And Nick Barrow will go to the Chemist Warehouse strike. 2 shoot 2.
And that's just that defensive discipline, Miles, you know. Great 24 seconds there by the Nuggets, and then you got Nick Barrow shooting a catch-and-shoot 3 just outside the free throw line. You just got to contest that, and if he hits, but you don't want to give these up. So defensive discipline for both teams.
Barrow missing the first. Good on the second. Now where can the Nuggets find their offense? Ashcroft. Stoddart has it on the block against Barrow. Couple of quick moves and the roll, Max Stoddart. Strong, confident moves.
Really nice move by Max Stoddart, and maybe one shot fake too many, but great finish on the right hook over a very tough defender, Nick Barrow. Smiler in the passing lane here. Good find.
Stoddart on the reverse.
I think he had a left-hand leg there too, Miles, but when Michael Jordan come fly with me.
Wilkie. Oh, in and out.
Oh, boards, Nick Barrow. Extra possessions. It's a big one here for the Tuatara.
Yeah, it is. Now here's Ledger.
He's playing him straight up. He's got to finish those, the big fella.
Too strong. Done a couple of those in this game. 30 seconds in the third to go. Aitchison, Rapid League All-Star last season, and won.
There's the opposite, Miles, you know. You go from making it a potentially at the other end, we're pushing it to a 6-point game. Now it's an 8-9-point game going to the free throw line. So you've got to finish these layups. Strong move. He just sees that small guard in there and straight at his chest. They've been doing that all Rapid League game.
Eight is the lead off the miss from the Chemist Warehouse line. Wilkie, Ledger got Ashcroft and he's tied him up too much. He's called for the offensive foul.
That's tough, that one on young Josh Ledger. Just the battle up top, you know, little chicken wing, and that can go either way. But he got called that one. Bit of momentum there for the Nuggets. They'll come down. They'll have one possession here to end the third.
Ashcroft,
nice split.
Split really strongly, and he gets his own rebound at the buzzer. Daniel Ashcroft making things happen for the Nuggets, and they stretch this lead to 10 now.
That's a big one, Miles, and no board at the end of the third to push it out to double digits. Rarely do you see Nick Barrow get bumped off his line, but that'll do it right there to end the third.
Impressive quarter from the Nuggets. No field goals for the Tuatara, just the solitary point. The Nuggets with 10 in that quarter. And JB and his team, they're in a hole here. So Nuggets take control. 11 of 24 from the floor are the Nuggets, 45%. 7 of 19 are the Tuatara, for 36%. They're 5 points from the free throw line, have the Tuatara as well.
And it started with their defensive pressure, blowing up on balls, and then these guards, you know, Bardsley and even Aitchison just playing downhill and bullying their way on the slightly younger Tuatara guards, and they've stretched this thing out to 10. So they'll need to string some positions here early, the Tuatara, if they want to have a chance of winning this thing in the fourth.
This game has been won and lost on possessions. The Tuatara have turned the ball over 7 times.
It's a lot.
And the Nuggets have 12 points from turnovers.
It's a defensive pressure right there and capitalizing on it at the other end.
Ledger with the handoff.
And a real interchangeable unit, the Nuggets. They can show hard or they can switch as well and blow things up.
A couple of options haven't worked here, so they go to Barrow on the
It's their
post.
point guard right now on Barrow. As you can see, making it difficult.
8th turnover. There's Martin. Martin will go to the line to shoot 2.
And early on, Miles, you know, they were blowing up those on balls and those post-ups, but having a little bit of trouble rotating out. This time they're picking and shooting passing lanes, and great D there. Christian Martin will get a couple.
Just feels like in the second half, the Nuggets defense is really dialed in. They know what the Tuatara are trying to do, and they've busted a lot of their plays up, forcing 8 Tuatara turnovers.
You take the possession game, Miles, with the way they're shooting from the perimeter, and it's a tough formula for Tuatara to have success right now.
6 of them steals with those 8 turnovers by the Nuggets. Martin.
Yeah, and those steals mean that you're often live playing the other way downhill, and they're capitalizing. Here's another one. That was a crazy one, Miles, I'm not going to lie. That one was crazy.
I just want the truth from you, man. That's all I want.
I can't flip it any other way on that one. Even Josh said, man, you know what, I'm going to go think it over real quick.
Poor Josh Legend has got caught in the air jumping, and then
You have those days, you do.
saw the barter card referee.
I
and
for sure had a couple of those in my side.
Martin
Nice.
putting it up for Freeman, and Wilkie with the push.
With the old bump the cutter.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that for a while. I like it though. Don't give up any easy ones, man, especially on the road, you know. He's ready to play in the next game as well, so let's get this thing going. Tuatara would love to see them turn up the defensive heat here. Nothing to lose, man. Let's get after it.
Don't forget, the Tuatara haven't scored a field goal since the first half.
Oh, boards again, really hurting them right now.
Another one. That is offensive rebound number 4. Martin. Into the hands of the guard, Wiley. Josh Wiley. Bardsley on him. Can we get Ioane, who's back in the game, free? Wilkie with a clean look. Too clean. Ioane on the offensive rebounds.
Not sure what's going on with Tuatara right now, but that's their 3rd one for the half that hasn't even touched the ring from the perimeter.
Finally a field goal, and it's Nick Barrow on the offensive glass. The first since the second quarter. Ioane. Tuatara get a stop. Smiler goes down, no whistle. This is a big possession here. They get a bucket. They get a 3. They're going to cut it to 5. Ioane on the baseline though. Too deep. He's fouled. And that'll be the first team foul of the Nuggets. The Tuatara already have 2 team fouls, so next one they will be shooting the Nuggets. 3 team fouls per quarter in Rapid League. Player timeouts available. 2:04 to go. Still plenty of time. Some more subs coming in. Aitchison's back in the game for Smiler.
Nuggets feel like they've been on the verge of breaking this thing wide open, but you're right, Miles. They can cut this thing to 5 or 6 here on this position, so big one for Tuatara.
This has been a matchup. Wilkie and Bardsley, those two have battled at that end of the floor.
I like both of those. I like the defense and I like the offense. You know, he walled up, it's a bang play. Referees have got to make a call, and Wilkie forcing that thing down the middle of the paint and getting to the line here. Can cut this thing to 6. Big play.
Certainly is. Just getting that ball dry for Wilkie at the line.
You know, if you're the Tuatara and really dried up offensively in the second half, get it to your better guys and get downhill and get to the free throw line. Ain't nothing better right now.
They are 2 for 8 from the line as well.
That's killer right there.
3 for 9.
3 for 9.
Tell you what, I could do with some of those points they've left at the Chemist Warehouse strike. Wilkie splits the pair. That's the second, under 2 in the game. Freeman, good defense from Barrow, making that angle really tough. They get a stop. Ioane, given time. Back of the iron, Stoddard with a rebound. Bardsley trapped.
Ooh, heads up play there by Bardsley.
Real heads up play.
Got himself in trouble, kind of in that coffin corner right there by halfway in the trap. Great job by Tuatara, but heads up to bounce it off their legs and save that position.
That's such a great name for the that part of the floor when you've got a double on you.
Trust me, a point guard knows all about coffin corner.
You don't want to be in that. You don't want to have the ball.
I got buried in there too many times.
Stoddard.
Set up.
Freeman goes down. He took one on his back.
Weird. Nick Barrow was by him there when he went crumbling to the floor. Oh,
Ioane,
get up, young fella.
Oh, what a block, Max Stoddard.
Whew, the recovery.
And he helps up Ioane. That is a highlight. Here we go. Ready for takeoff was Ioane. But Stoddard on the help.
Man.
Helps the young fella up.
I like that from the young fella, taking it strong, but great recovery by Max Stoddard. He really looked like he'd been in the gym over the summer.
Barrow at the elbow. Banging into Stoddard. Stepping through.
Oh,
Unlucky.
Left-hand baby hook would have got me standing up in here, Miles.
Looking like Nick Jokic. Nicholas Jokic, rather. Ooh. Stoddard, what a look. Gets the roll.
He's got that one blind there. The defense's head was turned for that split second and threw it past his ear. Good block.
Aitchison.
Great rim protection from the Nuggets right here to end this game.
Ashcroft, oh my goodness.
That'll do it.
That will be the game. They made a run, but the Nuggets defense has come to the fore here. They have given it to the Tuatara in the second half. Freeman.
Another turnover here for Tuatara and potentially turn this into points at the free throw line for the Nuggets. So you're right, Miles. And even on that last position, Max Stoddard was still out with the hard show, which led to them shooting the passing lane and ending up down here shooting free throws. So great defensive effort from this young Nuggets group here.
I mean, the Tuatara defense did step up in this fourth quarter, and it needed to. They've made life really difficult, but it was that horror third quarter for the Tuatara. No field goals, just the one point rather, from the Chemist Warehouse line. And the BNZ player timeout. This is going to be called by Casey Ioane and the Tuatara. 30 seconds, no subs allowed in, no coaches involved. Players only, talk about how they're going to execute. Use that QR code, get your ticket to the big game for a chance to win tickets to this season's matches in the Sal's NBL. 10 turnovers.
I don't know the last time I watched a Tuatara game, Rapid League game, and they hadn't hit a three either, Miles. So uncharacteristic of them today.
0 for 8. Nuggets not much better, 1 for 9. And here we go. 14 on the shot clock as the ball advanced over half court. Wilkie, quick three. Nothing but net. There's their first three.
Take that one with you, Lindsay. There's a three.
Extending that pressure. And now...
Great signal there by Smiler.
Everyone's making the signal much more clearer.
Out of Fraser, I believe, so he for sure caught Nick Barrow on that last one and said, here you go, mate. Here's your signal.
I would like a timeout. 31-22. As you know, every point counts in Rapid League because it goes into the points for and against in the Sal's NBL, which has seen teams miss out last season. Teams just out of the top 6. Good hands from Wiley. 8 to shoot. One more. Stoddard. 3 seconds. And there seems to be 2 buses there. And that threw Wiley a little bit, but that is the game. The Nuggets, they get the win. And they did a really good job in the second half. The Nuggets did over the Tuatara, who could only muster 7 points in the second half. Just the free throw made in the third quarter. And they get the dub. 31-22. We'll have a look at some of the top scorers in this game. Sky Broadband Rapid League. And it was quite an even affair for the Nuggets, Lindsay Tate.
Yeah, real balanced affair from the Nuggets, and both teams struggling from the perimeter today, but the Nuggets did a great job of playing downhill, finishing around the ring against smaller opposition, and at the free throw line they also ate a lot more as well.
Josh Riley, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for him. Nick Barrow with 7 rebounds and 7 points. Everyone on the glass for the Nuggets. Aitchison the best. Ledger had 6 rebounds as well. He was working on a 5-5 was Josh Ledger, but he couldn't get his assists up past 2 there. And Max Stoddard with that great block on KC Ioane.
Yeah, I think they might have missed one as well, because Aitchison had a great one at the end of that game.
Yeah, he certainly did, you're right. 3 steals for Smiler, 2 for Wilkie. And that's how the game looked statistically, all stats thanks to the Chemist Warehouse. We'll be back in around about 18 minutes. And this is how it looks for your afternoon on Sunday. The Jets and the Saints and Panthers Sharks. And then we do it all again starting Wednesday night with the Bulls and the Rams. And on behalf of Lindsay Tate, we'll see you pretty soon, because we've got the Sal's NBL matchup between the Nuggets and the visiting Tuatara from Edgar Centre in Dunedin. Kia ora, welcome along to Otapote's Edgar Centre. It is the Otago Nuggets taking on the Auckland Tuatara, who are on the southern swing. They played the Sharks on Friday night, took care of business against the Sharks, and the Nuggets were in the 09 to play the Indian Panthers, and they return home with a win, looking to go 2-0 on this weekend, as are the Tuatara. Andrew Mulligan, 7-time Sal's NBL champ Lindsay Tate alongside me. And Lindsay, this is going to be a fun game, but everybody's picking the Tuatara to win this one.
Yeah, Miles, both teams are hot right now, 5 in a row combined, and they've reloaded their rosters, so really looking forward to this one this afternoon. Todd
Withers answered the call, and he popped in for a few games, then jetted back to Australia, and then now it's Jalen Sabri, who is now into the starting 5 for the Otago Nuggets. This is how the Sal's NBL standings look. Canterbury Rams on top, and the Phi, Airs, Hawks, Bulls all chasing the Canterbury Rams team. The Saints improving to 3-2, and the second half of the ladder is where these two teams are about to see play currently reside. 8th and 9th. Otago Nuggets looking to go up into that 4-2 spot, which would be nice. Tuatara, quiet start to the season, been generous, 0-3 to begin with, but the reinforcements have trickled back. Dave O'Hickey against Southland, Rob Lowe, a couple of games before that. The Panthers and the Nelson Giants still looking for their first wins of the season as well. And that is how it looks in the standings. Here are the games to come as well. Triple header on your Sunday. The Jets will host the Saints from Fly Palmy Arena, the first home game of the Jets season. And that will tip off in the Rapid League at 2 p.m. The Panthers and the Sharks will go at it at 5:30. That will be an interesting game to see. The Panthers, they have looked good in large patches of games. They just haven't been able to get that win. Can they catch the Sharks out this afternoon at the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre? We'll get a couple of days breather in the Sal's NBL, then the Bulls and the Rams resume the league. And that is also from the Franklin Pool and Leisure Centre in Pukekohe. And then the Sharks return home to face the Saints on Thursday night. Now to the visitors' starting 5. And the reinforcements have arrived. Rob Lowe is there, number 14. Tom Vodanovic has been there. And Dave O'Hickey, the popular choice for the grand final MVP of the NBL in Australia. It was Matthew Dellavedova through an archaic voting system, let's be honest. But Dave O'Hickey has lit it up in his first game of the Sal's NBL season, and his coach Cam Glidden is looking towards getting another win this afternoon.
You had a good win against the Sharks on Friday night. What do you need to do today to continue that winning form?
Yeah, I guess just continue building. You know, it was the first game for Dave O'Hickey for us, and he played great. I still think we missed a lot of opportunities to put some more points on the board, and we definitely got to build on our defensive end. We're very good in patches, but I think if we can stretch those patches out a bit more, we'll be a very tough team to score on. So just building consistency.
Oh. And the Nuggets have just added a new player to their roster. Does that impact your game plan today at all?
Oh, it definitely does. I was expecting Withers to be here, and he's not. Sabri definitely brings a lot of challenges. Played a great first game up against the Panthers. But it doesn't change much for us in terms of our preparation. For us, we kind of are trying to get better at what we do. So 90% of the focus is on us.
Awesome, thank you.
Jalen Sabri is a player that had 6 threes against the Indian Panthers. He's a 6'6" swingman. He's 27 years old, and he's played in the G League as well. So he joins the Nuggets after playing in Luxembourg. Jose Perez, everything goes through him. Don Carey Jr. will get him points as well. It is an import trio that carries a lot of the offensive load for this Nuggets starting 5. And they're joined in the starting 5 by the big man, Jono Jansen, and Darcy Knox for Mike Kelly, the Otago Nuggets head coach.
Dave O'Hickey made a big impact against the Sharks on his debut on Friday night. What are the plans to stop him today?
Yeah, it'd be very hard to stop Davo. He's playing really good basketball and good team basketball, you know, sharing it. So we're just going to try to slow him down. I think we need to have a lot of guys loaded to the ball here and slow him down in transition first.
And And you've just added Jalen Spree to the roster. What kind of impact are you hoping he will have?
Yeah, Jalen, came in on Thursday, played on Friday, did a really good job of just kind of fitting in. Both ends of the floor really shot the ball really well. And I think we'll continue to get that from him. That's what he's done consistently in his career. But defensively, I think we can be a little bit more dynamic with him. Todd Withers was fantastic in that spot also, so we're hoping he can continue in that.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, Jalen Spree, he was nice. 18 points for him, all from behind the arc against the Panthers. And Davo Hickey, we've spoken about how effective he was. He had a triple-double. 29, 11, 11, and his matchup with Carey Jr. will be good.
29, 11, and 11 straight off the plane, Miles. So pretty impressive, and still getting his feet under him, finding where his teammates are on their spots. But I've been hanging out to see him play, so let's get it on.
Certainly have. 3-point percentages not of the highest order for the Tuatara. The Nuggets around about the mean, and you can see there the Nuggets offense, 72 shots per game. That's not bad pace for this league. Tuatara, though, every game they have been improving, and Cam Glidden has got one more major piece to arrive in Dan Futu, but he's got some great pieces. He's got some young talent coming off the bench as well, who've stepped up when needed. And this Nuggets team, they will be needing another big game out of Jose Perez, who himself was 1 rebound shy of a triple-double on Friday night against the Panthers. 18, 13, and 9 boards. And Don Carey Jr. at 25.3 a game. That's how he is traveling. He hits 39% of the threes he takes. And he had 22 against the Panthers.
By way of Georgetown, I believe, Miles. Carey Jr., which is a big-time program.
Yep, the Hoyas. He has also played for the Maine Celtics in the G League. He also had 2 years at the Hoyas and also a year at Maryland after that. Started out at Mount St. Mary's, Siena. And as we know, and as you know, Lindsay Tate, there are a lot of colleges on guys' resumes at the moment with the NILs and the transfer portal.
There are, absolutely. It's big time right now, and there's a couple big games going on as we speak, Miles, around the world. See, Perez, I believe, came out of Arizona State University, which is one of the biggest colleges over there as well. So some real high-end talent coming down to Aotearoa. Make sure you get along and watch it while you can. Real lucky to have them down on our shores, plying their trade.
Yeah, Jose Perez, he has, with all due respect, a well-rounded old man game. He has it on a string. He's like, you run into that vet at the gym and he's high elbow, foul line extended.
That's all respect to me, Miles. You know, guys that don't score on straight athleticism, it means they got game, you know? So, yeah, I've seen him play, and yeah, if you're picking off the eye test, might not be the first brother selected, but if you really watch the game and his impact in regards to, you know, facilitating and tempo and just the way he passes the ball, he's a fun player to watch, man.
Absolutely. You'll see that over the next 40 minutes. There's Jansen and Rob Lowe ready to get this game going.
I say at this Davo Hickey, I really like what he's about on and off the court, so you'll need to tune in while he's over here, because I don't think he's going to be out here too long.
Yeah, the Sydney side are balling out for the Illawarra Hawks. Tom Vodanovic knocking that down.
Beautiful play there from the Tuatara. Just drew to Hickey, found the open man, one of the better three-point shooters in the league, and Tommy V sets him off.
And he gets a hand in the passing lane. Now here is Perez. Gives it a jab step.
Like that matchup, Miles.
Hickey with the rebound.
A couple of strong bodies, Vodanovic and Perez. Same play here.
Oh, taken away. Sabri with the steal. And then good defense from Vodanovic.
You like Hickey straight off the plane, Sabri. I believe got it on Thursday, played Friday, so still getting his feet up under him.
This is going to be a handful for Jansen. It's Rob Lowe sweeping in with the left.
Rob Lowe, his second game back, and really got the Tuatara right in his first game back, so they loved having him back on board for so many reasons.
Here's Carey Jr. Jansen, who could shoot it at a great rate from the three-point line. Before the Panthers game, he's shooting 60% from deep. Knox looking to get that up, and that will be a nice three to Darcy Knox.
Beautiful ball movement there by Nuggets. Just the one more, and Knox get confident from that one, knocking that first one down for him.
Davo Hickey.
You can see the scout on Davo, such a great penetrator. Teams are going to test his ability to shoot from the perimeter, so I think we'll see a lot of that this season.
And Perez fouled on the drive.
And one. Tommy V there. Getting called on that drive by Perez, and you're right, Miles, you were filling me in before the game. That is a strong take right there. You're not going to see Tommy V back up very much on a drive.
No, he has a predilection for fouls.
He does. That's a great word as well.
He loves it.
Take that.
He takes the contact. He loves initiating it.
Seeks contact.
Yeah, he'll seek it out. He's great on the block. He's got an ability to back down the smaller guys on him. He'll take contact. He'll finish through it. As Charlie Pride gets into the lane, and Charlie Pride stepped up against the Sharks. He's had 13 rebounds.
He did, and I caught that game late, and he hit 2 or 3 big threes when the Sharks were hanging around. So, no, great. Charlie Pride's from out of Syracuse. Spoke to him a little bit, connections to Eric Devendorf, and I think having Rob Lowe and Hickey back have really opened up his game for him these last couple of games, so great to see positive from him.
With a travel call on Carey Jr. Here is Charlie Pride. Just get Jansen covering the role of Rob Lowe. Got him in no man's land.
Beautiful. He was just in that drop coverage, and that's what it gives up, that little floater runner. And Charlie Pride, great read.
How to go to Lowe.
Somebody here.
Darcy Knox shows Pride. Open three. Can't get that roll. And here comes Perez.
You can see there Charlie Pride got that look because the stunt man came down and dug at the ball on Rob in the post.
Jansen. Tuach with a big rebound. Perez is down.
Yeah.
He's taken something there off the ball. He's not a Hyundai, and they're playing 4-on-5 as he tries to get back. And Perez does not look healthy.
I want to use that player timeout maybe.
He can't sub out, unfortunately, on a player timeout. And maybe he just needs to use it to get some action, but it looks like Mike Kelly has asked if he wants a sub, and he said he's okay. Hickey to the cup. And Davo Hickey will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Chemist Warehouse. Perez, he felt like he had something off the ball happen to him.
Bit lazy on that switch there. Tommy V taking responsibility, but I like this last play by Davo Hickey. Things have dried up by the Tuatara, so semi-trans just gets downhill, forces the issue, get to the free throw line here, stop the bleeding a little bit for the Tuatara. Love watching this guy compete, obviously in the Aussie League and early on in the season here.
Perez up ahead to Jansen. Carey Jr. on the trailer. Pride with the rebound. It's Tuach.
Tommy V trying to take advantage of that switch inside, but they missed him.
Lowe left it short, gets his own rebound, gives it back to Pride.
See that, I think Rob missed that because he saw Charlie late out the corner of his eye.
Hickey just doing Davo Hickey things, keeping that possession alive, and is fouled.
Here's Miles, and you can see there, that's kind of like he's been playing at a high level intensity-wise and how connected he is with his teammates, and that type of play there was kind of like a guy that's been playing, you know, in a postseason. He's not like these other guys that are finding their way in the regular season. So, a lot of energy from this guy when he steps out on the court.
The Jade Cup Tuatara with Davo Hickey at the line. He's coming off an Illawarra Hawks championship run. Yeah, he was 2 assists shy of a triple-double in Game 5 a couple of weeks ago. And now he's here. In Dunedin playing the Night and Day Nuggets. As Carey Jr. finds Perez, and that's nice.
Great cut by Perez. Tommy V just lost sight for a second there, and he got caught on the back cut.
Low with a three.
Jansen missed the scouting report there. You can't help off Rob Lowe one pass away or he's going to punish you.
Here's Rob Lowe leading the break. Perez in for the steal. Rob Lowe wants it against Jansen. One-time tall black player defending Rob Lowe. And Rob Lowe just goes to that left hand, and that is easy money for Rob Lowe.
And last time the Nuggets doubled off the passer. That time there was no passer, and Rob had the whole weak side, strong side to himself, and was one-on-one, too easy.
Don Carey makes his first three. Tuach going the other way, up and in, back and forth at the Edgar Centre in Dunedin.
And that's been Tuach the whole season, just in transition and playing at the ring. Real athletic wing for the Tuatara. He's had a great start this season.
Oh, Hickey took an elbow trying to fight through the screen, and then afterwards as well, he caught one in the face.
There's nothing worse than getting smashed in the face and getting called for a foul. Got caught out of position, I think, on that one. Great finish by Tuach in transition.
David Hickey, he's been in the water in this first period, in this first quarter. He can't believe it. He's called for the foul. He's like, what?
With my face? Or
I got hit in the face.
Freeman checking in here, giving Jansen a quick blow early on. Oh no, Knox, my fault.
Perez missing that. Tuach with the rebound. Hickey too tight to get the stop, have a 3-point lead.
You're right, Miles. Perez plays at his own pace. Looks like he can get to that shot, but Rob Lowe, I don't know if they've read the scouting report on him, but that guy can really shoot that thing. That is third three, at least a second.
Second. He's 2 for 2. Bardsley underneath.
Good hands by Tuach again.
Lowe wants it against Freeman. Giving up the baseline. Finds Tuach. Athletic play from Tuach with a little double pump. And he makes it look pretty.
Just lost him on the baseline cut there. Rob Lowe with the great find to Tuach. That'll be another easy layup for the Tuatara.
Oh, that's good from Don Carey Jr.
Rob Lowe already up to 10 points. Mal got called there on the little reach-in foul, but great start for him. A couple of boards as well.
Yeah, Rob Lowe, they have not closed in on him, and they're going to have to give him some more attention. He's 4 or 5 from the floor. He's 2 for 2 from deep. Don Carey Jr.
You see here, Coach Kelly, I like that he's got Freeman in early and Bardsley, you know, for this group, quite top-heavy with their starters, you know, 4 or 5 that they really thrash. So getting these young boys in early for some valuable minutes for the Nuggets.
Bogdanovic gets it back in the corner. Rob Lowe up high, but here comes Sabri. New import, Bardsley, a key piece in their team. Tuach with a steal off the Carey Jr. pass.
There's another steal from Tuach, pushing in trans.
He turns it over. Nuggets the other way. Perez. Sabri from deep. Lowe might have got a piece of that.
A little bit loose here. Like to see them take the air out of the ball and get a good position here, the Tuatara.
Josh Wiley was excellent against the Giants last weekend. He
had his best game of the season, Miles.
Yeah, he was their player of the game.
If there was one thing from the Tuatara kind of getting these Rob Lowe and Dave O'Hickey in late, it's that the bench for the Tuatara have got some real valuable minutes early on in the season, some meaningful bump. So that'll hopefully help them big picture heading into this middle second half of the season.
Wiley had 16, 4 and 5 assists, 4 rebounds.
Caleb Smiler checking in here early for some minutes as well. For solid rapid league performance. Nuggets knocking over the Tuatara earlier.
And that wins 31-22.
You can't go under him. Dodged the bullet there, the Nuggets. Charlie Pride's been hot from 3 the last couple games.
Nick Barrow claiming his shorts were held. Oh, he's called for the foul. And Perez.
That'll be the 3rd foul of the quarter for the Tuatara. Not a lot of fouls early on. 3-2 on the foul count.
Sabri, touch all over him. Bartley drove into a wall of Jade. And Perez amongst all of them.
Perez and Barrow, another solid matchup there. Great finish there.
No call as well. Feet were set by Tuach, and Bardsley just managed to rise up and put it over him.
Yeah, got to that 2 feet, and we call that a little push shot, kind of get it off before the shot blocker can get there and gather himself, and great finish. Pulling up a little bit sore there, but that's one for the highlight reel. Oh, lefty as well. They've done well to keep it to 3 here, the Nuggets, early on. Tuatara came out hot. Rob Lowe's got the duck in here if he wanted it.
Tuach gets his own rebound. And into the glass it goes.
His motor is big, Miles. He just keeps going Tuach. This is our 2nd or 3rd game we've seen of him, and he is an athlete. Reminds me of Ron Dorsey, kind of.
Oh, Ron Dorsey, yes.
With a utility, can do a bit of it all.
From the Taipans.
Quietly kills him. Athlete.
Perez driving. Drawing it to 3, the lead for the Tuatara. Frame got all of Lowe. This is good from the Tuatara. They look like they are feeling comfortable here on a road trip. Had Southland on Friday night. Took the win there.
Josh Ledger checking in. Rob Lowe will have a quick blow here for the first time.
He had 30 in the first quarter against the Sharks in a 102-92 win. We've got 24 here with 1:46 to go.
They definitely found their feet offensively, the Tuatara. Helps have Rob Lowe and Davo Hickey join the group.
Tuach, nice turnaround.
But not just that, you can see how it's opening up stuff for others as well. Defenses aren't able to concentrate as much on 2 or 3 guys. Now they can spread the load.
Ledger commits the foul on Jansen. So Jono Jansen will go to the line.
Smart by the Nuggets. As soon as they see, you know, Vodonovic and Rob Lowe go out, they try and pump it inside and attack the bench or the younger bigs of the Tuatara, and Jansen will get a couple of free throws here.
Jono Jansen at the line. Hasn't missed this season.
Christian Martin will check in for his first minutes of the game here.
Number 21, Smiler's out there. Number 10, Carey Jr., number 11. Makes the second. Still perfect from the Chemist Warehouse line for the season is Jono Jansen. Josh Wiley. One of 3 triplets.
Oh, nice pass.
Perez, the left hand off the glass.
I like that left-hand finish.
That was nice. They were taking the shot blocking ability of Tuach out of it as he goes and drops it off for Barrow. Nick Barrow's fouled right in that dunker spot. And I don't know if I can call him Nick Barrow's spot the dunker spot, but that's the Nick Barrow spot.
You can call that the wheel man right there.
Yeah, the wheel man spot.
The wheel spot, there you go. Both teams in the bonus here to finish up this last minute. Nick's always been a reliable free throw shooter. Super valuable for your bigs at any level.
He's just a super valuable piece for this Tuatara team.
He really is.
He's just got that veteran experience.
He's a little O-board for you, get you another possession.
Knows his role.
Definitely knows his role. I would say embraces his role, Miles.
Yeah, that's a great way of describing it. A rear long too.
I'm not sure about that shot.
Here's Smiler. Nuggets can take the lead with this three here. Christian Martin off to the right. If they want a 2-for-1, they can have it. That's a nice look. Tuach, though, couldn't quite get it. Just a Nugget fingertip in there. Now they can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Gary Jr.
They flatten out and run out of that single middle on ball.
Press. Just a little strong.
Caught him again on the shot fake on the perimeter, Miles. You got to stay down on these closeouts, fellas.
It's a tight one at the Edgar Centre. The Tuatara looked like they were going to pull away, but the Nuggets have drawn it back to just a 2-point lead for the visitors to Dunedin. Nunamai Hukimai, the Tuatara with a 2-point lead in Dunedin. Matapoti, it is the Nuggets who shot 9 of 19 from the floor, 10 of 21. The Tuatara from the floor as well. Get your large cheese pizza from Sal's, $25.99. Use that QR code, Sal's past 25. Ready to get it underway. Sabri is the new man for the Nuggets. Played against the Panthers on Friday night in their win. Jansen going to the left hand. Spins with the right off the glass and in. Ties it up at 27. Rob Lowe had 10 quick points in that first quarter. Perez, yeah, hit 9.
Sitting down right now, getting a quick blow.
Dago Hickey back in the game. Find Rob Lowe. And one Rob Lowe. Josh Aitchison.
Great pocket pass there by Davo Hickey, and Rob Lowe on the rip through just managed to finish high off the glass. You'll see here on the replay. Tough.
Really tough. Great finish from Rob Lowe. He moves to 12. He's 5 of 6. Makes it from the Chemist Warehouse line. Breaks the deadlock. Carey Jr. That pass is broken up. Stays with the Nuggets. Carey Jr. A little bit too high.
It's twice now the Tuatara have been playing in drops, and Carey Jr.'s got into that pocket and Could be a little bit more aggressive there and look at those photo runners on the ring.
Vidanovic.
Rob got the guard wing down here on the post.
5 to shoot. And a foul on the floor. They'll get a new 14 here.
I think the Nuggets, they don't really have the size to play, you know, Rob one-on-one there, unless maybe Jansen can buy them some time, but probably going to have to look at doubling or sending somebody, otherwise he's going to be a problem for them this evening. Great cut.
The Nuggets shot 36% from 3. David Hickey all over it. Charlie Pride, so many bodies on the floor. And they're going to have to clean that up pretty shortly. There's Martin going back the other way. Tuach looking for the rim attack. Punching it down with the right hand.
That was an easy find there from Davo Hickey and Tuach. He looked like he'll be fun having as a wing runner this season for him.
Aitchison kicking it out. Christian Martin knocks the 3 down.
Big hit from Christian Martin there.
They had 14 threes against the Panthers. Christian Martin can fill it up from deep for the Nuggets. Lead is close to 2. Nice bounce pass.
Davo Hickey finding those pocket passes to those bigs rolling downhill, putting it on a platter.
Terry Jr. Davo Hickey took the contact as well.
Like that. Looked like good rim protection from here.
Here's the Tuach dunk in the replay.
Hey, and every time, if you watch closely, Tuach, they get that ball, he doesn't rebound that thing, he's off to the races. So just what you ask as a point guard, push, and we're going to reward you if you're out there. Tommy V and Perez banging down here. And Jansen can really shoot that thing and stretch the floor. That's one thing that Rob's going to have to be aware of. He's shooting it at a high clip this season, Jansen.
There's 3 of 8 on Friday night. Looks down 1 there. And now they've got the lead, the Nuggets. Davo Hickey already has 3 assists and 4 rebounds.
There's another short roll. Rob leaves one on the ring. Davo Hickey do his job finding his bigs.
Sabrine misses that, gets his own rebound.
Nuggets doing a great job on the O boards early here in the second quarter. Perez. Oh, pulled the chair on him.
Oh, Vidanovic got the block and let him know.
There was some YMCA defense from Tommy V as well.
And now he's got some chat. He's got some chat. This will be fun between those two.
The game within the game. That's what we pull up for, Miles.
Yeah.
See them compete. Nick Barrow smiling, like, let me at him.
He's enjoying it. Game within the game. It's so fun.
Casey Ioane getting some burn here, the young fella.
Year 13 at Dilworth in Auckland. Here's Hickey. Vidanovic in the corner to Ioane.
Great scramble there by Jansen.
Jansen just manages to get it as the Tuatara closed in on it. Here's Sabri the other way and he's fouled.
Sabri just saw the young fella who just checked into the game and took advantage. He'll get to the line for 2 here, stop the clock. Nuggets done a great job of not only hanging close, but keeping the lead here. And looks like Coach Glidden will call a timeout.
First timeout of the game is called. Nuggets with this 1-point lead. It's been a good second quarter for them. And Rob Lowe leads all scorers with 13.
A couple rebounds and assists as well for Rob.
What do you make of the imports for the Nuggets there, Lindsay Tate?
Well, Perez again, Miles, and watched a little bit of their last game. He's already 9, 4, and 2, and he was on the verge of having a triple-double in the last game, so really like what he's bringing. Kari Jr. and these boys are really shooting that thing from the perimeter, so obviously got 3 or 4 guys that they're heavily reliant on right now, the Nuggets. I think when their bench steps up and helps them out, that's when they're really showing like they can be a problem for teams.
Certainly playing, you've seen a couple of these Tuatara games already up close. They're already playing, it looks like it, just a different pace, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's nice getting, you know, one of the better point guards in the league join your team, but obviously the experience of Rob Lowe, so expect them to keep trending upwards, but as Coach Glidden alluded to kind of in his pre-game talk, they're still kind of finding their style and finding their place amongst each other.
Charlie Pride, nicknamed Sour, loves Sour Patch Kids, the candy, as they call them in the States. He's even got a chain with Sour on it. Sabri. Left it short from the Chemist Warehouse line. Missed both. Here's Low, finding Vidanovic, just went past him, he gets it up and in.
Insane play, Miles. Middle on ball, short roll, cut the corner, so taking advantage of it there. So Nuggets are going to have to make the adjustment. Tuatara have made their reads.
Sabri. Hickey with the board. Davo Hickey on the glass is very strong. Hit 11 against the Sharks in his triple-double. Rob Lowe gets an unfriendly roll on the rims in Dunedin. Ioane couldn't get the offensive rebound, but Hickey has it.
Another board for the Tuatara guards.
Rob Lowe bangs down another three. That's his third. He's perfect from it.
That'll be O board and assist to Hickey, and that'll take Rob Lowe to 15 points here, and we're like only halfway through the second quarter, if that. Davo Hickey really controlling the pace here early.
Given room and he
Hands up.
drives.
O boards.
Hickey lost his shoot. And Pride's three is good.
And you're right, Miles. Charlie Pride looks like he's really grown in confidence the last couple games, adding these new pieces and finding his kind of role. So he'll love having Davo Hickey and Rob Lowe back around, or around for the first time for him. Coach Mike Kelly burning a timeout.
And it saved Tuatara with Davo Hickey's shoe off. What are your thoughts? Just let them play, get your shoe on as quickly as possible.
I think they've normally got to wait till a timeout's called, right?
Yeah.
He's got to thug it out, but burned one there, so.
Yeah, they're lucky they had a timeout for Davo Hickey. Good response by the Tuatara in the second quarter. And Nuggets just need to reset a little bit here. They are looking a little dangerous out of the Tuatara. They're getting into their offense. The ball moves so much better. Like we said last week, Lindsay Tate, with Rob Lowe, just facilitating up high and then sucking in the defense when he's on that block.
Yeah, it's a luxury having him, obviously, as someone that can space the court and shoot from the perimeter, but as a facilitator, you know, a defender and a connector, Rob's invaluable for this group. 16, 3 and 2. He's only played just 13 minutes, so killing them real softly right now, Rob Lowe.
Well, apart from Jansen, they don't really have a big who can match up with Rob Lowe. They don't quite have the length. They certainly have length around the perimeter, do the Nuggets.
You're right, very interchangeable, but no real definitive big apart from Jansen.
Jono Jansen just says, hey man, I've got a right hand as well.
If there's one thing you're going to try and attack off Rob Lowe and exploit, it's probably that lateral movement on the perimeter, so smart play by Jansen there.
Nice layup by Hickey in traffic. Lead is 7 for the Tuatara. Jansen has Casey Ioane pinned down, and they just can't find him. Now Perez with the mismatch. Rob Lowe, one of the best to do it, Defensive Player of the Year last season, and he steals it away. Ioane and one. Casey Ioane, year 13 at Dilworth, gets the finish and the contact.
And they turned them over at this end here, and Hickey on the push, kind of a little bit of a fumble, but fouled Ioane and played through the contact with the left-hand lay here. Big play from the Tuatara, can push this thing out to double digits with these free throws.
They're happy for the young man. Ioane at the line. Has a bright future, Casey Ioane. I've seen these high school players get a burn in the NZNBL, and
Something is definitely happening.
something definitely happened with the whistle blowing there. I'm not exactly sure what's happened here. Have we got a technical?
Like somebody caught something, Miles.
Somebody had something to say, and we've got a technical foul against the Tuatara, and Carey Jr. is at the line to make a technical foul shot.
Just a quick note here, the Nuggets will be in the bonus for the rest of the quarter here. 4 fouls already, so every time they foul, Tuatara will be shooting, which is big. Tuatara only got 1 foul for the quarter.
Rob Lowe was called for the technical foul. Rob Lowe.
Oh.
And it's Rob Lowe versus Jalen Sabri.
Perez is in here calling for a tick as well.
And now Tom Vodanovic is offering advice to Sabri.
Oh, the peacemaker. Tommy V, the peacemaker.
Tommy V, the
okay.
peacemaker.
The game within the game, Miles.
We love it. We'll make sure there's no line violations as well.
Sure, what happened there? But Tuatara jumped from 1 foul to 3, so without even any gameplay.
There is the rebound for Sabri. After the miss from Ioane, Jansen.
And that'll be the next part of his development for Casey Ioane, being a consistent perimeter threat. Great D there from the young fella, though, walling up on the drive.
Great up fake, getting Vodanovic to bite. Charlie Pride for 3. Carey Jr. with the rebound. Jansen. Too strong.
Rob's got the switch here inside with a guard. They're going to double from the low. Great cut by Hickey. Great find.
That's just unfortunate because Rob Lowe can just see over the top of a double of that size.
So he's smart. He could see that double coming low, and Hickey did exactly what he's supposed to do. He didn't stand out on the perimeter waving his arms. He cut to the smile and got him an easy layup.
Sabri. Over Lowe. Too strong. Darcy Knox for the rebound.
Great all board from Knox.
Nice work from Jansen, but the Tuatara do well to collapse and break it up.
Jansen, that's 2 in a row there that Jansen will want back that he could have easily laid in. Just slid off the backboard. Cold backboards down there in Dunedin.
Yeah, freezing cold.
Good find.
Ioane in the corner. Perez the other way, and Rob Lowe called for the foul. Now Rob Lowe's just got to watch himself a little bit here because that's his 3rd. After the technical, that's his 3rd foul.
Yeah, and they crept up quick, Miles. Second ago, they only had one team foul on the board, and now both teams are in the bonus. So, a little bit of discipline here for the Tuatara. Just be smart to end this half. And it looks like Coach Cam Glidden might have got him a blow here and got the evergreen Nick Barrow back in to steady the ship.
Yeah, Rob Lowe he's going to have a seat, maybe for the rest of the quarter into half-time. Darcy Knox out of the game. Freeman and Bardsley rejoin the action.
Nice luxury to bring Tuach in for the last 3 minutes fresh. I don't even know if he gets tired anyway, but extra battery now.
Dan Fotu still to join the Tuatara. I'd like to see how his game's developed. Been playing in Japan. His brother Isaac Fotu, a legend in the game up there.
Yeah, another young brother that can really shoot that thing from the perimeter and space the floor for the Tuatara.
Tuach is fouled. Perez reacts.
Just got caught on the reaching there. Probably could have just walled up, and if he finishes over that, we'll live with it, but got called for the foul, and timeout here for them to talk things over.
Nice work from the Tuatara in this quarter. It's a 19-11 quarter for the visitors. And powered by Rob Lowe, 16 first half points. He's got 3 rebounds and 3 assists. Davo Hickey's working on another triple-double, Lindsay Tate. 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Yeah, you can see that he's still, a lot of it's out of broken play and semi-trans, so I'm sure once these guys settle in and get some reps and some training under their belt that he's going to be able to see where things are coming from, and those numbers will even inflate more, so pretty exciting for the Tuatara.
All stats thanks to the official stats partner of the Sales NBL, the Chemist Warehouse. Shooting 48% from the floor, the Tuatara. 12 assists on 18 field goals, 7 assists on 13 makes for the Nuggets. They're shooting 39% for their 36 points. Jansen's their leading man with 9. Perez has 9 as well. And both of those players have 4 rebounds, along with Jalen Sabri. Perez has 2 assists. There's a rebound away from a triple-double. It was the American out of the Bronx in New York for the Nuggets on Friday night against the Panthers. They get that win. Now Tuach at the line. Tuach, a relatively quiet game. Wasn't quite netted as much as he has been in previous games. Boy, Tuach, the American, 9.6 rebounds and an assist against Southland.
Again, in a rare one, Miles, the Nuggets were up in Tamaki and then have to come back home, whereas Auckland have had the luxury of kind of being and staying down south. So even though it's home court advantage right now to the Nuggets, Tuatara have actually had their feet on the ground a lot longer, which helps things.
Carey Jr. given space by Charlie Pride, and he makes him pay. And that's much needed offense for the Nuggets.
It looked like Charlie Pride allowed him to take that shot and knocked him down, so see if he stays with that for the rest of the quarter.
Barrow.
Good ducking. Strong by Tommy V. You can see Perez maybe blowing a little bit here, and Tommy V just stuck right across his face and got the easy layup there. Push it back out to double digits for the Tuatara.
7 for Vidanovic. Freeman from 3.
Big hit by Freeman there to bring this thing back to 7. Under 2 minutes in the second. Great cut.
Freeman with the foul. And a nice baseline backdoor play from Tuach.
Doing a really good job on the baseline there of the Tuatara. Whenever the Nuggets are losing vision of cutting those corners and getting a lot of positives, either layups or free throws. So something for the Nuggets to look at when they watch their game tape. Tuach back to the line.
Perez back to the bench. Stoddard getting a little bit of burn here to end the quarter. Max Stoddard was with the Rams last season. Had a strong rapid league game, which the Nuggets won. Carey Jr. collects the missed free throw from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Here's Sabri. Right hand finish is pretty. Jalen Sabri.
Coach Glitter won't be happy of that off a free throw. Just get caught napping, and an easy layup. Too easy there for the Nuggets.
Cut the lead to 6. Hickey to Vidanovic, who's going to see a double. Wiley, cross-court pass, air ball.
And great find by Tommy. He's left that one short, Wiley. Nuggets will have a chance to cut it to 4 here with 3.
Freeman
Good
hustling.
rebound.
Couldn't quite contain it. Stoddard comes away with it.
Great hustle by the Nuggets on that possession to get them an extra one.
Minute to go in the second quarter. Carey Jr. Back of the iron, and a foul underneath on Freeman. Hustling again on the offensive glass.
I'm not sure about that possession by Carey Jr. Might have been late shot clock, but kind of a contested one off the O board.
It's Freeman's 3rd foul for the backup big. And it's shots.
Love the energy he's brought though, Miles, and a big 3 there to keep them close. So what you ask out of your young fellas coming in, if he gives up a couple, that's all good. We can get some guys through. Nuggets done a great job every time it gets to double digits of hitting and keeping this thing close, hanging around here at home. Same thing kind of the Sharks did to the Tuatara. Even though they handled them, they struggled to put them away for large parts. So.
Bogdanovic missing the first, 92% from the line heading into the game, and misses both. Tommy V.
A lot of free throws left on the board in this one so far, Miles. Another one.
Everyone got a free slice of Sal's pizza with those two Bogdanovic misses.
Carey Jr. super green light there, obviously going for the 2-for-1 and kind of had a 50-51 the position prior, so interesting to see how they'll play this one out here with 43.7 on the clock.
Good hands. With the quick hands. Yeah, it did look like, didn't it? It did look like Tuach was going to pounce. Here's Perez. Stoddart. Hickey with another rebound.
Another board for Hickey.
He swoops in, doesn't he?
It's a luxury when your point guard's on the board like that.
This is
just take it off the ring and lay you down at that end.
And now he's got 9. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Working on another triple-double is Will Davo Hickey. Lead is back to 8. Last possession of the game for the Nuggets, the half. Carey Jr. lost the handle. Bogdanovic can call a player timeout. BNZ player timeout is called. Bogdanovic just checked himself.
Another one there, Miles. Carey Jr., I'm not sure what happened, kind of got bogged down and sloppy turnover to end the quarter. He'd like that one back.
BNZ player timeout, ticket to the big game. Use that QR code on your screen for a chance to win some tickets to the season's big games. Tickets are going quickly, people, so get amongst it. See where a game is happening in your area. And you can apply through the QR code. Good defense by Josh Wiley, and Davo Hickey acknowledges that in the player timeout here. So 30-second timeout, players only, no subs. And so very short clock for the Tuatara to operate here with. Maybe a second.
Look for something at the ring here, and if there's any miscommunications, hopefully a shoot will be flying out open.
1.5.
Too much at the ring, maybe.
Bogdanovic. 52-44. It's a Tuatara lead in Dunedin, and they have led for most of the game. And they'll head into the break with an 8-point lead. We'll be back after it. It's a good one in Dunedin. It's the Tuatara with a 52-44 advantage at half-time. Andrew Mulligan, Lindsay Tate on hand for this one. 7-time Sal's NBL champion, Lindsay Tate. And here is your leading scorers for the game. Rob Lowe with 16. What do you like about the balance that the Otago Nuggets have there, Lindsay?
You're really balanced for both teams, to be honest with you. Donald Curry Jr. with 10, but 4 turnovers there, so he'll want to tighten that up. But great balance for both teams early on, first half.
Dave O'Hickey working on another triple-double as we head towards the third quarter. 7 rebounds. He leads all rebounders with 7. Charlie Pride again a strong rebounding game. He had 13 in the win over the Sharks to go along with his 19 points. But will Dave O'Hickey with 9 points, 7 rebounds and 7 assists.
Almost got a triple-double in the first half, Miles, in limited minutes. So pretty impressive, doing exactly what we thought coming over here, leading from the front. 7 assists in FIBA, that's tough. 20 minutes.
Yeah, it is. It's a tougher, basically, a tougher ability to get assists recognised in FIBA. You literally have to hand the guy in his shooting or her shooting motion.
It is. There's a lot more in the NBA you can get away. Sometimes when guys get fouled even, they can count them as a free throw if they make their free throws and you get one dribble, things of that nature. But in FIBA, you pretty much got to set somebody up to put that thing in a ring. So 7 assists in limited minutes is really impressive.
Yeah, 14 assists on 20 made field goals for the Tuatara. Their offense is clicking even when they've added assists and rebounds that Will Hickey is bringing to the table in his second game. We'll go to the break with this 52-44 advantage that the Tuatara are enjoying, and after it we will have the third quarter for you. It is the Edgar Centre in Otago, Dunedin for this Nuggets home game up against the Tuatara. 52-44, some team stats just to go through with you with Lindsay Tate here. And they're shooting 48% the Tuatara, 40% for the Nuggets, but really doing some of the damage mostly for the Tuatara in the paint.
You have 30 paint points out of their 52, which means they're getting their feet in the paint a lot and causing issues. And not only that, it means you're getting to the free throw line as well. Both teams still trying to find their feet from the perimeter. So second half, see how that thing plays out.
Just 7 of 14 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, the free throw line for the Tuatara, and 5 of 9 for the Nuggets.
Yeah, not a lot of free throws, Miles, but both teams in the 50s, I think. So want to try and get that thing at least up to the 70s.
Here are the games to come, and the Jets and the Saints, their Rapid League game just about to start from Fly Palmy Arena in the Manawatu, Palmerston North. First home game for the Jets, so they've done well to be on the road and then come home with some wins. Panthers will host the Sharks from a new venue, the Franklin Pullen Leisure Centre in Pukekohe, later on, early evening. And then we'll take a couple of days break, and the Bulls and the Rams. The Rams are rolling right now, to say the least.
Caught the Rams the other day, Miles. They look like they're going to be a problem once they're fully loaded. They tough.
And the Sharks will host the Saints. The Saints are on a bit of a road trip across the rounds. And it will be on Thursday night from ILT Stadium, Southland. Nice crowd in for Sunday afternoon hoops. Daylight saving ended overnight, so I hope all your devices updated properly. We wound the clock back an hour overnight. Nuggets hoping to wind in this lead that the Tuatara have by 8, 52-44. You just see a level of confidence with Davo Hickey in this Tuatara offense. Rob Lowe came back last round, and then his ability to see over the top of defenses, double teams, it's just making life a lot easier for Coach Cam Clinton.
Yeah, Miles, you knocked it on the head. Rob Lowe comes back, and he's obviously got an invaluable amount of game and leadership that he brings to the crew, but then you bring in a Davo Hickey off the back of one of the toughest seasons that we've seen in a long time from a young guard, and what a luxury to bring in to this young group of the Tuatara early in the season as they're finding their feet. So real positive signs moving forward for this group.
Davo Hickey, the Tuatara import from Australia, just coming off a championship run with the Illawarra Hawks a couple of weeks ago. Took it to a game 5, and they defeat Rob Lowe's Melbourne United. So I don't want to bring it up, but that's 4 championship runs that Rob Lowe's had, unfortunately. That hasn't ended in glory.
And on the positive, Miles, though, Davo Hickey, like a couple of years ago, no one was speaking about this young man or giving him a shot. He's come and flipped the basketball world on its head. So, you know, big shout out to him in regards to working in the shadows and the growth that he's shown in front of our eyes. Big time.
Absolutely. I believe Davo Hickey was in the Melbourne United system and Southeast Melbourne as a development player as well.
He was for sure with the Tigers, for sure, which was United.
Yeah. Which is now no longer the Melbourne Tigers.
There's another board for Davo Hickey. Luxury when your point guard and Charlie Pride are double-digit rebounding.
It's rebound 8 with low drives. Oh, it's so nice. Rob Lowe off the glass and in.
They will take him to 18 for the game. 3 and 3.
Carey Jr. behind the back. Jansen, soft, but to the left. Here's Tuach. Knox picks him up. Danovich to Charlie Pride. The big man puts it on the floor. Sabri with the rebound. Tuatara to get back. Carey Jr. Clock shortens to 7. Shoots the corner 3. Pride with the board.
And it's early, Miles, but you can see how the pace suits the Tuatara. They like to play fast, and they're not crazy deep, Otago.
Oh,
You see Perez out there as well, so it'll be interesting
Rob.
to see how they counter. Rob left that one. He's kind of
Rob.
laughing about it.
robbed.
He got robbed.
He absolutely robbed Davo Hickey of an easy assist. If he falls 1 assist shy, that is tough. Oh, Sabri in his bag, knocking down that long, I think long 2.
It was a long 2, yep.
Hickey wants to back down Darcy Knox. Tuach. Nice again from Hickey, but Tuach can't finish.
Yeah, and Hickey just seen the smaller guard and put his back on him. Weak side cut from Tuach, but left it short, but can't hope for a better look than that, really.
Vidanovic and Perez reacquaint themselves after halftime up high. Pride felt the contact, gets the and 1. Charlie Pride, 7 points for him now. I believe he has 9 rebounds. Just too much there for Darcy Knox.
He's showing the ability to space the floor and catch and shoot, but there Charlie Pride breaking the defender down and finishing through contact. So chance to push this thing out to 11 here at the line. And like you said, Miles, 9 boards is really valuable to this type of group who's a potent offense already.
Completes the 3-point play, the man they call Sal.
And that'll help those free throw percentages for everybody.
Perez into the chest of Vidanovic. And off the ring is Rob Lowe knocking it.
Heads up play by Rob there. That ring protection.
Rob Lowe misses the 3.
Had the one more, but backed himself, Rob. Great hustle there by
Hickey.
Charlie Pride.
He saved it as well. Charlie Pride's deflection.
Split.
Oh, pretty play from Davo Hickey.
Too easy on the split there, and would have liked to see them throw that one down, Miles, but just laid him with the George Gervin.
The Iceman.
Oh, nice split. Had Tommy on the baseline cut too, but that's too easy. So good timeout by Coach Kelly here. Or no, player timeout, I'm sorry.
It's a BNZ player timeout. They have burned one after just 3.5 minutes in the 3rd quarter. That is it for the rest of the game for the Nuggets. You get your ticket to the big game, to scan that QR code.
You know what, probably not a terrible one if you're coach. You've only got 3 for the whole second half, so if we do need to stop some of the bleeding early, maybe we'll just burn that player timeout.
They do have timeouts up their sleeve, of course, after half time. But the players have just decided, you know what? We don't need a minute as it's Carey Jr. gets to the cup. They just decided they need to talk about it as a playing group out there. Hickey dancing with them all. And there's the breakup of 2 guys there who just reacquainted themselves, no doubt, in the last few days.
And it was the right read, just the wrong execution. You know, Hickey probably had one more bounce out dribble there and could have punched it into Tommy V to take advantage of the mismatch. Great find.
Nice play. Jansen with the pretty finger roll. He moves to 11. Darcy Knox doing a decent job trying to fight around that Rob Lowe screen. Oh, great work. Davo Hickey to Rob Lowe. Hands from both those players. 20 now for Lowe. Don Carey Jr., but it's broken up. Tuach. Now it's Pride.
Great catch by Tuach there, getting hands on the ball with that rotation.
Hickey. Up fake. Goes around Perez on the reverse. Hickey now with 13, and now it's a timeout called by Mike Kelly and the Nuggets. They are not making any inroads here, and Davo Hickey has gone up a gear, hasn't he?
Yeah, and Coach Glidden's quite happy to play out of that drag, swing on ball with Davo there and let him do his thing, and obviously having the luxury of Rob Lowe setting that screen. So Coach Mike Kelly's going to have to talk this one over and come up with something to combat that heading into this third.
Will Hickey just has it on a string at the moment, and he is just splitting the Nuggets defense apart. He's got 8 assists, 7 rebounds. He might have already had 10 assists if it wasn't for a couple of opportunities that didn't go his way with his teammates.
Couple that the boys left on the table, Miles, but plenty of time to get him over the line.
Nuggets down 13. What would Mike Kelly be talking about here?
I think he's going to be talking about how they're going to be dealing with these wing on balls and what's going on behind them right now. Davo Hickey getting way too much penetration downhill and picking them apart, so you're going to have to do something to counter that, I believe, Miles. If I'm the Tuatara, it ain't broke. Don't fix it. We're just going to keep going to the well till they make us do something different.
Back underway. Midway point of the third quarter, out of this timeout. Jansen couldn't get the offensive rebound.
Another board for Hickey there. I think that's his 8th for the game. It's your point guard.
Pride. Let's get a stop. They just need buckets. Just 6 points in 5 minutes. Over 5 minutes now for the home team in blue. The gold trim. Perez, they've done a good job on him. He takes matters into his own hands. Bardsley on the glass. Perez gets up gingerly.
There's a soft one there by the Tuatara. I'm not sure, they kind of died on the play. Thought there might have been a whistle. Bardsley with the easy lay.
Hickey, end to end.
It's a second one there that he's got onto the reverse with the right hand. They've allowed him to lay him down.
Add another gear is Davo Hickey in this game, in this third quarter.
Getting in the paint at will.
Great rebound from Sabri on the weak side. Carey Jr. and it's Perez. He's sneaking in for a rebound. Puts it up and in. He's got 11 now. Jose Perez.
Wing on ball again. And this is getting crazy now, Miles. He's just getting to the lane.
He's just...
And getting lays and ones.
He's just taken over.
You can see Perez is having a talk. Another talk here in the huddle. They have to do something with this swing on ball right now. That was nothing. No communication. Late switch, reach in. Nuggets have really got to sort that out. Josh Ledger checking in here, so he'll have the luxury, hopefully, of setting some of these wing on balls and letting Davo create.
Two rebounds, 2 assists shy of a triple-double again for Davo Hickey.
So if I'm the Nuggets, I'm trying to take the ball out of his hands and rotate heavy and make somebody else beat us right now.
Perez wants it back against Vodanovic. Sabri missed that on the contested 3.
I see a lot of contested shots here in the third quarter, Miles, for the Nuggets. Not really getting through their actions a whole lot.
Freeman got a hand to it. Stays with the Tuatara. Wiley. Josh Wiley misses that little runner. Quite a way out.
You didn't see any chest there. Could have kept going, I believe, the young fella.
Perez runs into Tommy V. And no dice on that one. 14 is the lead. Down to 8. Pride on the baseline. Freeman cuts it off.
Find.
Ledger up and in. Josh Ledger. That'll feel good for the big.
Great find by Charlie Pride on the baseline penetration, and Josh Ledger just wheeled to that dead spot. Caught that thing for the beautiful push shot.
Carey Jr. gets the roll. quick move. Caught the Tuatara napping on that back line there. No one in the key, and an easy layup. Here is Pride.
Tommy V with the mismatch here, got the guard down low.
Bardsley, tough angle on the entry. And the slippery eel.
Yeah, the lost art of feeding the post.
You watch the Sky Sport Sales NBL highlight show every Tuesday. Perez foul.
Is Perez unassuming, you know, gets in there with the scoop gather, find some hands, and he'll stop the clock and go to the line here. So nice little play here to stop the bleeding and get an opportunity here to get their defense set for the Nuggets. Dylan Wilkie checking in for some burn.
Going to his bench is Cam Glidden.
Free throws, Miles. I want to keep harping on it, but both teams have left a lot on the board for a relatively close ball game.
5 of 10 are the Nuggets. 9 of 16 are the Tuatara. Next one from the Chemist Warehouse line. 2 minutes to go in the third. Tuach. Up high, Josh Wiley. Pinned down screen from Josh Ledger is called for a foul.
Yeah, and that's a tough one for Josh. Kind of ask our guards or wings to be a little bit patient on that, and Dylan left a little bit early when he went to get set, so Josh gets penalized there. It's a tough one. Nuggets will have an opportunity here though to cut this thing down from 13-point lead.
Carey Jr. knocked it down and it was fouled.
You can see Carey Jr., he's been having to deal with the likes of Davo Hickey the whole game, and he sees the young fella, the young Wiley out there, and he got super aggressive coming off that on-ball screen. And to counter here, Coach Glidden will get Davo straight back into the game to deal with that. And they went under him as well, leave his body, and give him the opportunity to get that airspace for that three. A 4-point play here. Cut it to 9, Miles.
Cut it to 9.
Just keep hanging around.
This foul line shot from the Chemist Warehouse line. Carey Jr. Foul by Josh Wiley.
And this will be the next part of the evolution for the Tuatara, you know, finding consistency, finding out how to put their foot down on people's throat when they get leads and put them to sleep, not letting teams hang around.
Bogdanovic knocking that three down, another assist.
Just like that, no offense, I'm gonna just push and get you a kick out three.
That's 9 now for Hickey. Carey Jr. Perez, he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Smart play, kind of a road runner catch there by Perez, just caught Wilkie out of position, and Sonny build through him. He'll get there for Wilkie's like, what happened?
I love the way, if you just see in these timeouts, these huddles in between plays, just the way Davo Hickey interacts with his teammates.
Absolutely, Miles, you know, high level. For those of us that have spent a lot of time in the gym, that's what you're looking at, you know what I mean? Huddles, how are people interacting with their teammates, between plays, between free throws, especially when things aren't going your way. Same play, Josh just got caught on with the illegal screen last time, and good look there, but just left it short for Wilkie.
Perez. Bardsley. Trying to slip on the baseline, slip through. Carey Jr. knocking down that three. Carey Jr. has 21 now, 5 rebounds and 5 assists.
Tuach just lost vision there for a split second and got punished, but Davo Hickey baiting him into that three. If there's one thing you'd want him to do, would be shoot from the perimeter, and he punishes them there.
Carey Jr. almost got his offensive rebound.
And if they want it, Tuatara could get a real quick 2-for-1 here, so I think Davo Hickey's having a quick conversation with Cam about that. Or they may just play for one. Clock won't start until he touches the basketball here.
Don't miss that with Matt Bardsley. There might have been a foul there as well. Just two team fouls for the Nuggets in this quarter though. Next one in the bonus for the Tuatara. So they don't want to foul if they miss. Bardsley picked his pocket. Matt Bardsley.
Ooh, good hustle.
Oh, and he's got him on the foul. Davo Hickey felt like he got all ball on that one. And he got a technical foul as well. So he's gone up to 3 fouls in the space of a second.
I'm not sure what he said, but that's a tough one on Davo Hickey. You know, as a point guard, if there's one thing we don't like happening to us, we get picked. He does exactly the right thing, sprints back, gets caught with a tough one. And, you know, there's going to be a little bit of chatter, so I'm hoping he said something crazy to get that tech. Otherwise, I don't know if we needed it, Miles.
It might have been the way he reacted more than what he said.
No, I want to see. I love the emotion he plays with, though. You know what I mean? We can't be robots, so there is a fine line between, you know, going overboard, but we can't tame these brothers. I love watching the way that this young man competes and how much he cares about the game. I think it's part of what makes him him.
Bardsley at the Chemist Warehouse line. That's the
Three
second.
throws. Oh, boards. What is going on?
Clock hasn't started. The shot clock is off, so they'll need to reset. And they are going to take Davo Hickey off here just because he's got 3 fouls. So is Bardsley going to reshoot here? He is going to reshoot. I'm not exactly sure why, but maybe because the clock didn't start, they have to replay it. Anyway, he makes the second.
Cuts it to 8.
Well, the last opportunity, because there was a technical in there. 76-68. Tommy V wide to the right. And the Nuggets have 4.6 to play with.
I'm not sure why he shot that one so early, Miles. Gives them almost 5 seconds to play with here. In that scenario, you're generally trying to get one up with nothing left on the clock, unless you're wide open. So, tough couple of minutes here for the Tuatara to finish out.
Perez from deep. Jose Perez makes life interesting for the Nuggets after 3 quarters of basketball. Great execution.
And Miles, that's why we don't leave 5 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds on the clock. You know, you give them a chance for somewhat of a Hail Mary, and he knocks them down, and we got a ball game right here. Nuggets at home hanging tough.
76-71 at the Edgar Center. We'll take a break and have a 4th quarter for you that will be exciting. Welcome back. Fourth quarter set up nicely. The Nuggets made a run at the end of that third quarter. And they lead, they are down 5. The Tuatara lead 76-71. They had a 27-point third quarter, the Nuggets. And we've got a game on our hands. The biggest lead that the Tuatara had was 16.
You called it, Miles. You said it was going to be a ball game. I thought Tuatara might run away with this one loaded up, but two-position game here headed into the start of the fourth.
To be fair, it did look like they were going to run away with it. Woo! And then Sabri knocks down a big high-arcing three, a rainbow at the Edgar Centre.
Beautiful set by Coach Mike Kelly coming out of that third quarter, the end of the break there to get them on the board.
Tell you what, Matt Bardsley's doing a really nice job on making life a little difficult for Davo Hickey. Rob Lowe assaulted down low.
You're right though, Miles. They were really picking them apart earlier in those on balls, and he's being a real pest defensively and getting his hands involved, which has definitely influenced since that. So great adjustment from him.
He can go, Matt Bardsley, on defense. He is, I would say, arguably he's their best defender, because he is always up for the challenge.
You're right, and when there's four guys that are heavily influencing the scoring, I used to hate playing against the guards that you knew were predominantly out there, Miles, for defense and rebounding and getting the ball up there, but not really trying to score, because you knew when you had the ball, all they were locked in on was trying to shut you down. So that's definitely him with Davo this evening.
Don Carey Jr. just walked into the lane and walked out through again.
And it worked. The game within the game.
There was no need for him to do that.
But it worked.
It worked.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, he had the left-hand lay there, I thought, Miles, but
that could have been a fourth foul on Davo Hickey. He wants the ball. Here's Lowe.
Good find.
Hickey in the corner. Off Lowe. And it's going to be Nuggets ball. Nuggets fighting in this game. They're looking a little stressed, the Tuatara.
It's interesting in these games, you know, when you're picked to win them. Often if the team that's underdogs is hanging around, the building gets a little bit tight, the energy if you're the top team. So interesting to see how Tuatara managed that one.
Perez.
Nice. There's them closeouts again, Mal.
Jansen gets the roll.
Attack those closeouts, and beautiful finish from Jansen. Cut it to 1.
Nice find to Tommy V. Nuggets can take the lead here. Jansen outside to Perez. Carey Jr. with the up fake. Slips. Vidanovic has it. 2 Nuggets back. 2 outs to his left.
Great scramble by the Nuggets there.
Decides to chill out. Here's Hickey. Hands from Carey Jr.
Got 2 behind the ball here, the Nuggets, if they want to be aggressive.
Sabri behind the back.
Okay.
Perez. Carey Jr. corner 3. It's good. Don Carey Jr. knocking down a lead-changing 3.
And he just hit one there from Miles. And they lost them again, so back-to-back corner balls for him.
24 for the American.
Out of Georgetown, he's turning up.
Bardsley takes down Davo Hickey, and he is uncomfortable to say the least. What an angle of a pass.
You see Perez there, he had Hickey, so the defense is kind of tucking into the pocket. He's backing him down, taking advantage, and Charlie Pride just sucked him too far, and great find. Corner 3, put him up 2. Like a bit of a Charlie here for Davo Hickey. Took a hit on that quad maybe. He's a tough kid though, he'll play through it. Thug it out.
Nuggets with a 2-point lead.
Mike Kelly being up here on 2 watch.
Retreats past his line on the sideline there.
Just letting him feel his shadow.
Low in trouble. Turned over. Hands from Sabri.
It's out of sorts right now, the Tuatara. They've gone away from what's working for them.
This is great adjustment from the Nuggets.
Just going to play this one-on-one here.
Perez bobbled it. Still 10 to shoot. Perez off the glass and one. Into the chest of Tommy Vodanovic. And Perez will head to the Chemist Warehouse line.
And he is tough, respectfully. Not going to jump over you athletically, but if you're talking about strength, angle, skill, he's really impressed me this evening, Perez.
Timeout, Cam Glennon and the Tuatara. They're down 4. It's a 10-1 run to start this fourth quarter.
And I like this timeout by Coach Glidden. You know, basketball's a game of runs, and we're at home. They've put a big one on us right now, so we just talk over what we need to get to and get back to it, get back to the script.
Get yourself that large cheese pizza from Sal's. Use the QR code. Game on here, Lindsay Tate. You've been in these situations, up big on the road, 16-point lead for the Tuatara. And then if you just felt the pressure change from the home team, get their home fans behind them.
This is what is like energy, momentum, right? You're way up right now, and that's all they've done. They've flipped this thing on its head, so it's our job to control the energy in the building right here. So we stack up some stops down here defensively. We control the glass. We execute offensively, and we trust in that for the next 7 minutes, and we get back to what we build a significant lead with.
This Nuggets team coming off a win against the Panthers on Friday night.
If you're the Nuggets, you keep this pace up, you keep up this defensive intensity, you don't allow the Tuatara to do what I just said and catch their breath and reset. You keep them on their heels, you keep them in this tidal wave, and you keep it rolling.
Dave O'Hickey was picking them apart in the third quarter early on, just driving, splitting double teams, having his way. And then they brought on Matt Bardsley to pick him up. And that really disrupted what the Tuatara were having success with.
You're right, you can see him just extending here, and he's been a pest, and that's all we can ask right now. You're not going to stop that type of player, but you just want to influence him as much as possible and make everything as difficult as possible.
They go into Rob Lowe with textbook position and a nice find and finish from the big man. 23 for Rob Lowe.
And great play coming out of that timeout for the Tuatara to get something at the paint for one of, if not their best bigs. Cut this thing to 3.
Perez, he didn't shoot many threes on Friday night. Hit one to end the third, misses that one there in the fourth. And it will stay with the Nuggets. They couldn't control it, the Tuatara.
I think they got that one right there. It looked like it came off the Tuatara, so.
Dave O'Hickey continuing his conversation with the referees. Gary Jr.
Good find.
Jansen all by himself. Left it short. It fell to Sabri. No one boxed him out.
That's the second or third time we've seen that from the Tuatara.
Bardsley, unsportsmanlike, taking out Dave O'Hickey.
That's not an unsportsmanlike foul. That is an accidental trip. It's a foul, I'll give you that, but he did that there's no way he does this on purpose.
He had his hand round him.
Yep.
Got his feet caught up with his. And maybe that's just the pressure from Dave O'Hickey over the last few minutes. He might have just been bringing the attention to the referees, the attention he's receiving.
Is it automatic unsportsmanlike if you foul before the ball's inbounded, Miles?
I would say that's a technical. That's a
technical,
one shot.
right.
But that was instantly hand clasping the wrist from the official, from the barter card referee, and 2 shots and possession. Here's Rob Lowe. Hickey with the crossover. How on earth did he get that in? Jose Perez is looking at him. Sabri was there. And that went in from Hickey. Gary Jr. has it knocked away.
It's unorthodox. He squeezed it through the smallest of gaps on the baseline. Unbelievable finish by Hickey on that one.
You can vote for who will be your game MVP with that QR code. Bogdanovic and Hickey tied at the moment.
Both teams going down the stretch with their starters. The group that's got it done.
Oh, Bardsley misses that. Here's Hickey, elbow jumper, knocking it down. Davo Hickey moves to 27.
Beautiful play there, little flash and almost like the triangle play, triangle offense. Drop that thing back to Hickey downhill for a beautiful pocket pull-up. Put them up one here. Big time play.
Sabri driving, using that athleticism of his.
Great D by Hickey.
Charlie Pride, he's got 10 rebounds. Oh, Rob Lowe for 3. Knocking it down, another assist for Hickey. That's number 10 for him. He just needs another rebound to get a triple-double. Look at this. Stepping through, decided to pass it. Rob Lowe's open, bangs it down. And just like that, the Tuatara have the lead back.
Davo Hickey back-to-back buckets, and then kind of with the unorthodox find there for one of the best three-point shooters in the comp, and Rob Lowe with a big hit there. Advantage Tuatara.
It is a ball game and a half right now in this fourth quarter. Here's your game MVP. It may be too early to tell here.
So, man, Hickey got 27, 9, and 10.
That's
and
right.
He's that low? Come
Yep.
on now. Rob Lowe out here got 26, 6, and 3.
They have this 88-84 lead for the Tuatara. That Rob Lowe 3, taking them to a 4-point advantage.
Don Carey Jr. is having a ball game here in 32 minutes. 24 points, 5 and 5.
Jalen Sabri, 13 points, 12 rebounds as well. Perez, 20 points, 8 rebounds. Jansen's been good, giving them 13. Bardsley's defense has been excellent. He's got 5 points. Charlie Pride looking for a bucket to get a double-double for him. Carey Jr.
See if fatigue plays a factor down here in the fourth, Miles. Both teams not rotating crazy deep in the second half. Playing back-to-back games here.
Perez falling away, knocking it down.
And there's not many guys in the competition that would be looking to close the gap and bump with Tommy V, but Perez, he's tough. He's a problem. Like that flash by Tommy V.
Turnover. Perez with the steal. Sabri with a rebound, lost it. Up ahead, it's Lowe, Tuach. Right hand finish. Boy, Tuach with 14.
Hickey with the reach and assist. Push that thing out to 4, big play.
Don't forget, the Nuggets have already burned their BNZ player timeout in the third quarter. Carey Jr. misses that. That would have been a good hit for the Nuggets. Hickey,
Imploring them to push here.
They let him get right to the three-point line.
Oh, damn.
You've got to pick him up earlier, Lindsay Tate.
And he hit him with that same right-hand scoop lay that he's hit him with. That's the third one that he's got them with in this game. So I can see why coach was on them to push.
Carey Jr. spins. Corner ball.
Yeah, some of that fatigue I was talking about, you know, caught him 2-3 times in transition and then a turnover. So a little bit of fatigue here for the Nuggets.
Sabri just couldn't rein that one in. 92-86, timeout. Called by the Tuatara. And we have a ball game on our hands here. Tuatara with the lead. They led by as much as 16 in the third quarter. And then the Nuggets through Carey Jr., Sabri and Perez, the defensive. Matt Bardsley giving the Nuggets a chance.
Damo Hickey right here, 29, 10 and 10. Second game in the comp, and he's already averaging a triple-double, so he's living up to all the billings so far, Miles.
He certainly is, coming off a 29-11-11 game against the Southland Sharks. Had a steal and a block as well. Quite the performance from Davo Hickey. Had 7 turnovers against the Sharks. That's 5 here. He's seen a lot of attention. And he has been efficient in that 29. He's 11 of 14. Rob Lowe's 26 on 10 of 15. He's got 6 rebounds, Rob Lowe, with 3 assists. Running the high on ball.
Beautiful.
Just a handoff, really. A little bounce pass to a cutter.
See that out there, Miles? They're denying Hickey on those kickbacks, and they're just flashing the big to the free throw line, and Hickey's cutting off them and playing downhill, and it's been a nightmare for them to end this fourth, the Nuggets. Good find.
Jansen on the reverse, he's fouled.
Good foul. That'll be Hickey's 4th, Miles?
Yeah, I think it will be if it's on him. Here's the play you talked about.
There's that flash, and just back cut downhill. Had Tommy V if he needed him, but he didn't need him. Just said, man, I'll get me 30, 29, 31.
Neck and neck in the MVP voting for you, the viewer at home. Hickey and Carey Jr. Jansen at the line. Left it short, the one-time Tall Black. That's the second. Lead is 7, coming up on 3 minutes to go. Tuach, pull up. Nothing but net. Boy, Tuach, the 30-year-old, knocking that down. Here's Perez out of the Bronx, New York City, and just barreling into Rob Lowe.
That was a Bronx move right there. Tough. Straight through the 7-footer and finishing over the top of him. Need to get a stop here, Nuggets, if they want to have a chance of winning this thing down the 4th.
This lead is creeping up on them. Vodanovic. Ooh. Too hard for Tuach to pull in.
Tommy knows, right read. Just left that one a little bit too high, so Nuggets will have a chance here.
Turnover 11 for the Tuatara, 9 for the Nuggets. A couple of big possessions for the Nuggets. They need to score here. Carey Jr. does with the left.
Beautiful left. Cut that thing to 5. Just over 2 minutes left here in the 4th, Miles. I like this, taking the ball out of Hickey's hands. I'd like them to deny it back if they can too. Perez there. Taking it out of Hickey's hands again, makes someone else beat you. I like that. He said, man, I'll just dribble through your wall.
Good defense. Felt like he was fouled though. We're going the other way.
I like that by the Nuggets though. Trying to take the ball out of his hands and make somebody else beat them.
And then a turnover. Their 10th.
The Nuggets thought he might have been taking a little bit of contact there, but no call. Probably need to get up here and pressure. Running out of time, short clock.
No player timeout for the Nuggets. They used it, they burned it, the BNZ player timeout in the 3rd.
You can see here Perez trying to take the ball out of Hickey's hands.
Down to 6.
They're letting him get it back again.
Goes for a deep 3.
Whew.
And it's going to be Nuggets ball with 72 seconds to go. Timeout, 96-91.
If you're Nuggets here, Miles, I'm sure you're going to be drawing up something. Ideally, we get an easy 3, but we'll take any 2s as well, anything that comes to us right now. Just to be aware of the foul count. Nuggets have got 1 to give. Tuatara have got 2 headed down last couple minutes here before they see the bonus.
96-91. What a game this has been. William Hickey with a 31-point triple-double, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Carey Jr., 26 for him, 6 and 6. Perez, 24 and 8 boards. Rob Lowe, 26, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Official stats partner of the South NBL is the Chemist Warehouse. Tuatara shooting 53% in this game. Just 30% from 3. And even on the boards, rebound advantage 41 to 41. There is no advantage.
Tuatara here, I'd assume, would match up, switch everything. We're not giving up any fouls unnecessarily. Making people finish over the top of us. And we're getting hits and making sure we rebound as well, because they'll be crashing the glass hard.
The 5 out there for the Nuggets is the 5 that started the game. Likewise for the Tuatara.
Little turnout action here. Oh, flare screen.
Carey Jr. lost the handle, needs to get it up. Puts up a deep 3. Back of the iron, where does it fall?
No boards.
Falls to Tuach. Finds Charlie Pride. Bogdanovic. Hickey has it.
Trying to stop the clock here, the Nuggets. Oh.
Tried to pass it to Rob Lowe, lost the handle on it. Pull up 3 from Carey Jr. Knocks it down and cuts the lead to 2.
And that was a crazy turn of events there. 1 possession game, Miles.
Tuatara do have a BNZ player timeout. They're going to work the clock down.
Just flattening out right now. Rob Lowe coming to this middle on ball with Davo Hickey.
Everyone's trapping Davo Hickey.
Triple team.
Lindsay Tate's out there trapping him. Tough. Bogdanovic needs to get the shot up. Tuach driving. Oh, and he just barrels into Carey Jr. Ragged play. Turnover ball. 15.8 to go. Nuggets will have it. Wow, what a possession. Just wiping up the wet spot on the floor down there where Carey Jr. went down. What a 4th quarter this has been for the Nuggets. The game was getting away from them. They were down 16.
They need it here. I believe Tuatara have got fouls to give strategically, so they could give them up if they don't want them to get a shot up here.
Just 2 team fouls. You can see that on your score ticker.
So if we're in Europe right now, the coach wouldn't even be letting them get a shot up.
Nuggets on 3 team fouls. Here we go. Darcy Knox. Carey Jr.
I'm going to get something here at the rim if I'm the Nuggets, and then if we can press the defense and something opens up, we'll take it.
Carey Jr.
Oh, Lord.
Left it short. Sabri needs to foul. They need to foul. Darcy Knox couldn't get there in time.
I think Coach Mike Kelly's reaction kind of sums it up there, Miles. I don't know if that was the offensive play they drew up. They definitely needed to stop the clock if that thing didn't go in.
Carey Jr. just dancing with it. And Perez is asking what was going on with that play.
And he's had a great ball game, 29, 6 and 6, but you know, with that much time on the clock, we need to come down and execute something. Just a bit of a broken play there, and it looks like that'll be it. Tuatara do their thing here and look after the basketball. That'll be game.
Well, they've only got a second, and the Nuggets are going to have to foul here. And side ball.
Yeah, they're not in the bonus yet. They're lining up like they're in the bonus.
I think they are in the bonus, but they're not. Just next foul will be, but then it's just ball game will be Tuatara unless something.
Gonna need a steal and a shot.
Unless something stupendous happens. anything is possible in basketball when there's a second on the clock.
Always
And
thought here, Miles, you're inbounding for Tuatara from the sideline, right? We're just throwing it up to the roof right now. And then as it lands, everyone's going to be slapping at it and hitting it, and it's game over.
I like that.
What do you think?
I love that play.
Thought about it a lot, sitting on the couch, just toss it in the air.
Is that why you should coach that, man?
Yeah, you're right. Thanks.
I'd listen. I'd do it. I'd execute it for you, Lindsay Tate.
We're definitely not throwing anything back towards our basket, though.
No,
is
that's
what
a
I mean.
great
We
call.
throw it up, you know, basically into the middle of the pile, and by the time they scramble, clocks run out.
You don't want to be a highlight on SportsCenter with a crazy game-winning play like that. And Will Hickey is your player of the game, your most valuable player. 39%. Carey Jr. just behind him. Understandable too. Carey Jr. had 29 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, but a 31-point triple-double. A second successive triple-double.
24 and 8 for Perez. Got to mention him as well. And I know when I came in here, all I was really hoping for was a competitive game, and we've sure got that this afternoon. So fun time this afternoon watching this one, Miles.
Absolutely. That has been entertaining in this fourth quarter. What a fight back from the Nuggets. It's looking like it might have fallen short. As Hickey will get the ball to one of his teammates. Rob Lowe catches. Rob Lowe's fouled. Absolutely clobbered on the back of their head. And that will be shots for Rob Lowe.
I mean, your only other bit there, Miles, is trying to get a 5-second violation, but very hard. Means you've basically got to fully deny all 4 guys clean, which is tough.
So Lowe at the line. Yeah, if you're the Nuggets, you really have to jam those passing lanes to get that 5-second call. I'll put 0.7 on the clock. Rob Lowe needs to make 2. No player timeout. This is when it could have been useful if he missed one. Because if he makes this one, he can miss this one. And he wants the ball wiped. And if it just misses off the rim, that's a live ball game.
Game. Pretty good chance if he puts them up 4, it's game as well.
Absolutely.
He's the man. Making this free throw is going to look way better for me than missing it. No.
No, not right.
Davo
Hickey was tipped it in.
That a board?
Yeah, give him the board.
Oh.
Why not? 11 rebounds for him. We've called it. That's game, though. And what a game we have called, Lindsay Tate. 96-94. 97-94, rather. Excuse me. Rob made one at the line. The Chemist Warehouse line. It's the Tuatara with the win. They had a fight on their hands in the second half. It was not easy. The score reflects that. Up big. Nuggets fought back, but ultimately just fell short. And a stacked scoring lineup, Lindsay Tate.
Yeah, I mean, both groups heavily relying on their starting 5s, but you look at those top 3 or 4 there from both crews, especially for the Tuatara. Tuach, Lowe, Hickey, dominant this evening.
Perez, 27-24. Rob Lowe, 24 for Perez. Good contribution from Jansen with his 14.
And your guards there, Miles. Pride, Hickey, Tuach, all guards, wings, whole lot of boards. Perez, he's a beast.
Sabri leads all rebounders with 12 himself. And Will Hickey with those 10 assists, completing another triple-double in game number 2 of his Sal's NBL season. Arrived during the week, got the win in Southland. They get the win here. That's 3 in a row now for the Tuatara. Tuach with 4 steals. Bardsley doing Bardsley things in the passing lanes as well. And this is how it looks for the rest of your Sunday and around and into the next round as well. Jets and the Saints currently doing battle at Fly Palmy Arena, Manawatu. Arena Manawatu, Palmerston North, and then later on this afternoon, early evening, the Panthers and the Sharks. We go Bulls, Rams, Sharks, Saints after that on Wednesday and Thursday nights in the Sal's NBL. But on behalf of Lindsay Tate and your Sky Sport crew, Enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon and the rest of the Sal's NBL action. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. It's good afternoon from the Edgar Centre in Dunedin.